Video game villains are amongst the dastardliest of characters. No matter how many times they're killed, they frequently rise from the dead in subsequent titles. Worse still are those pesky enemies who are apparently wiped out in-game, only to reappear to haunt players later on. Vamp, Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. Vamp by name, vampire by nature, MGS2's ex-Dead Cell member Vamp harbors more than just a taste for blood. Indeed, Vamp's superhuman abilities stretch far beyond walking on water, his most notable trait being his apparent immortality. His deaths include being shot in the head and lower abdomen by Raiden during the Big Shell incident, drowning after being shot multiple times by Raiden in the Shell 2 core filtration chamber whilst trying to prevent Emma Emmerich's rescue, and even being sniped square on the forehead, all seemingly to no avail as Vamp will soon be risen from the dead once again. Albert Wesker, Resident Evil Code Veronica.
Who are you?
Let's just say that I'm a ghost, coming back to haunt your dear brother.
Wesker?
The puppet master of those earlier Resident Evil titles, dastardly deceptive Albert Wesker is killed by one of his own tyrants in Resident Evil after it's revealed he's acting as an undercover agent for the Rotten Umbrella Corporation. Wesker didn't reappear in either of the Resident Evil titles immediately preceding the first game. That is, until Code Veronica, when a superhuman Albert Wesker rises from the dead, his apparent immortality the product of an experimental T-virus strain given to him by William Birkin. He resurfaces again in Resident Evil 5, where his final act is a gloriously over-the-top, simultaneous drown by lava plus double-shot rocket launch. Surely he's dead for good now.
That was for our fallen brothers.
Hachi Mishima, Tekken series. The first Tekken game's boss character, Hachi Mishima, is defeated by his son, Kazuya Mishima, in the King of the Iron Fist tournament and subsequently lobbed off a cliff. By some miracle, Hachi survives the fall, climbs back up the cliff, and enacts sweet revenge on his son 2 years later in Tekken 2. Come Tekken 5's prologue, Hachi is allegedly killed once again, this time in a missile attack at the hands of a G Corporation Jack 4 army. Somehow, yet again, he survives, his survival attributed to being blown outside of the attack blast radius. He finally meets his comeuppance in Tekken 7, eventually killed by Kazuya before being chucked into a river of molten lava. Except he'll make a return come Tekken 8. Chai, Shenmue 3. Erratic, disheveled Chai makes his first appearance in Shenmue on the streets of Yokozuka. He's a low-ranking member of the Shiyu Men, stalking series hero Ryu Azuki come the first game's end, and just as Ryu is about to board a ship for Hong Kong, Chai makes a clumsy attempt only to be karate elbowed into the sea. By Shenmue's third entry, Ryu has voyaged to the remote Chinese Bayou village, and who should appear again? That's it, Chai, somehow tracking Ryu through the forests and mountains of rural China. He's an annoying itch that can't be scratched. Ganondorf, The Legend of Zelda series. Soulless Ganon is an icon amongst Nintendo bad guys, eclipsed only by Bowser in notoriety. However, unlike Bowser, Ganondorf means serious business, snatching Princess Zelda in hopes of acquiring Relic the Triforce of Wisdom to enact pure evil across the Kingdom of Hyrule. No matter how he dies by Link's sword, he's always resurrected. He implied future battles with his reincarnated self will occur, so we can't be too surprised he's able to break out of the Force Sword's seal and survive the Master Sword's plunge into his forehead in The Wind Waker. Shang Tsung, Mortal Kombat series.
Shang Tsung? Wolf, Putin, what are you?
Cease your magic.
Powerful, soul-stealing sorcerer Shang Tsung dies and then reappears in pretty much every Mortal Kombat game. In series side media too, like the 1995 Mortal Kombat novel or animated series Defenders of the Realm, in which Shang Tsung enacts revenge on Liu Kang, who'd wrongly assumed him dead. Shang Tsung surviving every brutal death is simply Mortal Kombat canon at this point. However, Mortal Kombat 2011's story mode could be considered conclusive evidence to Shang Tsung's death for real, with Shao Kahn draining souls from Tsung's body to transfer to Sindel. Nevertheless, Shang Tsung does of course appear in subsequent Mortal Kombat X and 11.
When have we arrived?
Immediately after the time merger, yes? The battle between Kotal and Shao Kahn. No, look.
Mr. X, Resident Evil 2 Remake. The horrors of lumbering tyrant Mr. X stalking Leon or Claire through the Raccoon City Police Department in 2019's Resident Evil 2 Remake are made even more intense by his booming footsteps reverberating throughout the game's dimly lit hallways. He's able to track the player, his hawk-like listening able to detect a pin drop. Worse still, Mr. X cannot be killed by bullets, so as Ada Wong drives a SWAT truck straight into Mr. X, wedging him between the bonnet and a brick wall, it seemed his stalking days are over. Oh no, he'll be back in the dingy sewers and later underground lab sequences, proving himself to be the best and worst thing about the 2019 stellar remake.
That's all for now. If you enjoy what you saw, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, now is a great time to subscribe. We upload brand new videos every single day. After subscribing, don't forget to enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon. Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you next time, right here on Gaming Bolt.